Hello everyone, my name is Blue Ribbon 666 and welcome to day 5 of my Halloween special. Today I'll be talking about spirits, ghosts, ghouls, angels, demons, and just about any other entity that tends to go bump in the night. I'm not going to go into detail about specific entities like wendigos, skinwalkers, dogmen, etc., as I feel like they should be given their own videos for this special. For this video, I'm mainly going to be focused on the entities we're more familiar with. Angels, ghosts, and demons. These spirits take on a wide variety of names depending on the individual. Angels are typically seen as good-natured, positive beings that try to help guide and protect humanity, while demons are typically seen as malicious entities bent on trying to harm and corrupt humans. Ghosts are typically viewed as the souls of the dearly departed who are left to wander the earth due to the traumatic events that led to their death or some manner of unfinished business. In my own opinion, it seems unfair to place these entities under specific labels. It would be like looking around at other humans and calling one a creeper, another one a churchgoer, another a bully. In my own beliefs, whenever I've encountered a spirit, I try to get a feel for what they themselves are like. Some are indeed good spirits that don't intend on doing any harm. Some are bad and should not be trifled with. And some are fairly neutral. They aren't bad, they're just simply there. A silent observer of sorts. Despite any sort of connection I've made with any particular spirit, I still try to avoid putting labels on them. Calling a spirit an angel just because it was kind towards me will give it the impression that it must always be kind. Calling a spirit a demon just because it caused some trouble will only give it the notion that that's all the spirit is capable of. In my own practice, I've never given a spirit a label with a preconceived notion behind it. The stigmas surrounding these labels could lead a spirit to do something they had never originally set out to do. The only time I will give a spirit a specific label is if it's one the spirit has proposed itself, and these labels aren't typically given until a stable relationship has been established. I should also mention that the spirits an individual will encounter varies widely depending on the level of experience a person has with communicating with them, as well as their own personal beliefs. For example, I've seen an individual who had a strong connection with the Greek gods, such as Athena, Apollo, Aphrodite, and Dionysus. I also know a Norse pagan who claims to have strong ties to Odin, Tyr, and Thor. Others have claimed to have a connection with angels from Christian beliefs, such as Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael. So a person's religious beliefs could also influence the kinds of spirits they could encounter. Ghosts are a whole nother breed that I have very limited experience with. The best thing I can recommend when dealing with the dearly departed is know what you're getting into beforehand, and respect whatever wishes they may try to convey. Anyone who has watched the show Ghost Adventures will know that the spirits of the deceased are a spectrum all on their own. They've been known to move objects, pull hair, leave claw marks, create disembodied noises, so on and so on. It's always best to know the location's history as well as the types of spirits that are known to linger there. I've only ever encountered one ghost in my life, and that's a ghost story I'm going to save for another time. So, how do you contact a spirit? First and foremost, ignore any mainstream ritual you might have heard about. This includes the Bloody Mary ritual, the Midnight Man ritual, Daruma-san, etc. Do you know why all of these rituals end with summoning a spirit that wants to kill you? Because chances are you're a skeptic that's trying to have a bit of fun. But think of it like this. You're a spirit, and all you want to do is go about your own business. Then someone comes up with a way to summon your spirit, and they turn it into a sick little game to tell all their friends about. Now do this about 100,000 times. If it were me, I'd be pretty pissed off and ready to kill someone too. Ouija boards are another way to contact spirits. However, I feel like they're more for professionals. People that have more experience with contacting spirits and those who know how to use one properly. Because Ouija boards are tricky, and if you get spooked easily, you don't want to be spooked when you're using one. This goes for the people you allow into your session. If they spook easily, or they aren't going to take it seriously, they shouldn't be there at all. Tarot cards can also be used to communicate with spirits. That's why there's a bit of a stigma behind them. If you do plan on using tarot cards to contact spirits, however, I would use a deck that is specifically used for spirit work. Don't use a deck that you would normally use to give other people readings. And don't have your main deck in the room with you at all if you're communicating with spirits, because the last thing you want is for your deck to be cursed by a vengeful spirit. The best way to contact spirits I've found is through meditation. Being calm and listening is a good opportunity for you to get a feel of the energies and spirits around you, and it's a good way for them to communicate with you without feeling cheated or abused. If you feel a light touch on your arm or a faint whisper in your ear, or you get the feeling that there's another presence with you, stay calm. Most of the spirits I've encountered have turned out to be fairly friendly and just curious. So flinching, jumping, screaming, or otherwise reacting negatively to their efforts to contact you will make them feel unwelcome, like they're doing something wrong, and therefore drive them away. If they're doing something you don't like, tell them. If they're not welcome at all, tell them. Simply say, "You're not welcome here, please leave." 9 times out of 10, they'll understand and listen. When they start resisting and becoming belligerent, however, that's when you want to break out the sage and cleansing crystals. All of this being said doesn't even begin to tap into spirit guides, familiars, the fae, and so on and so forth. I do have my own experiences with spirits, but those stories are so long, they're just going to have to wait to be covered later. That's all I have for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.